potential storm. Elyse.
And Tom, there's been nothing normal about this hurricane season and that area in the southwestern Caribbean that we have been talking about for days. We now have a potential storm 18 with winds of 35 miles per hour, just waiting for it to organize a little more, have winds slightly stronger, and then we'll likely have our next tropical storm on our hands potentially in the next 24 hours. That would be Raphael, potentially a storm 18, strengthening to a tropical storm by Monday morning, passing by Jamaica, which already has tropical storm watches out for the island. Then as it heads towards the Gulf, yes, we are expecting this storm to move into the Gulf of Mexico in the middle of this week, likely strengthening to a hurricane and then being in the Gulf as a named storm, likely Raphael, later this week and into next weekend. So here's what you need to know as of right now, what we can tell you. First, we are likely going to have Raphael on our hands within the next 24 hours in the Caribbean. From there, the storm is likely going to strengthen into a hurricane as it enters the northern Caribbean or even the Gulf of Mexico later this week, likely Wednesday. From there, the storm could approach the Gulf Coast, generically the Gulf Coast, as we head into next weekend. And as of right now, there is still too much uncertainty to say where this storm could go, how strong this storm could be. So it's too early to forecast any impacts, but we have to stay alert, starting now with what could be potentially in the Gulf. Meanwhile, though, 13 alert radar, we have some passing showers that are moving pretty quickly. You've probably noticed it's a breezy day. We'll have more on the latest on this weather system and the chance for storms on Election Day coming up in my full forecast.
Elyse, thank you. Elyse,
right.
Rain, which is going to stick around for a couple of days.
Yeah, we have a couple of stormy days ahead of us, Tom, and specifically, I know Tuesday is a big day. It's Election Day, but it's also could be a big day here in Southeast Texas with the weather, with potentially some stronger thunderstorms. So a lot to get to. Let's walk you through what we're expecting over the next few days. So tomorrow, again, just like what we saw today, the potential for some of those fast-paced moving showers and thunderstorms, but it's Monday night into Tuesday when we could see potentially strong to severe weather, which could impact your plans to go vote on Tuesday with thunderstorms in the area. Then by Wednesday, that front that's going to bring the heaviest downpours is going to be out of here, but could leave us a few lingering showers on Wednesday. But specifically, it's Monday night into early Tuesday morning is what you need to be aware of right now, with the potential for widespread thunderstorms moving through. These will likely be loud with thunder, lightning, gusty winds, and heavy rains, but some of them could approach that severe criteria with severe wind gusts as well, specifically here in Southeast Texas. And you do see we are within that severe weather risk area for Monday, but I really think it's the Monday night time frame where you see Houston and portions of Southeast Texas a marginal to slight risk of severe weather, and the main concern we will be watching for are some of those strong wind gusts we could see produced by some of those severe storms. And here is the weather system that's bringing it. It's the cold front. We've been talking about this system for a few days now, and it is actively developing tonight. Will develop tomorrow, then we'll approach Southeast Texas as we head into Tuesday morning. So thunderstorms likely early Tuesday morning. Then that front looks like it will pass through a little further this time around, still potentially stall into a stationary front, which is why we're keeping a small rain chance into Wednesday. And the cooler temperatures with this front, that's not really going to be a big thing here in Southeast Texas, more so the rain this time around. Meanwhile, look at this. Woo, golden hour tonight because sunset's now at 5:30, but lovely look, a little ominous and eerie too with the pink clouds there with the passing showers. Currently 83 degrees right now in Houston, and closer to the coast in Galveston right now 80. You can see the camera shaking a bit and the waves, the high tide coming in. We do have a coastal flood advisory that's in effect until 6 a.m. Tuesday. You probably noticed how windy it was today, and with those winds, that could push some high tide and lead to some minor coastal street and area flooding over the next 24 to 48 hours here in Southeast Texas. And as for those winds, again, potentially gusting up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour over the next few hours, but then by tomorrow we could see wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. 13 alert radar, though, reason why these showers are moving so quick is because of the wind, and we have a couple of passing showers still moving through the region. Not as severe or widespread as what we saw yesterday, but you can still see some of those passing downpours now north of the city of Houston and east of the city within the 610 loop. Some rain for Humble, close to Conroe and the Woodlands. Some rain across the Liberty County as well. On Future Track now, you will see that we do have a couple of those passing showers for tonight that will be moving across Southeast Texas, and we continue that into tomorrow morning. Here's Monday morning at 7 a.m. Hit or miss showers. Then moving into the afternoon, this is when we could potentially see a few individual stronger storms, not necessarily the organized severe weather yet. You'll see what I'm talking about here on Future Track. If you look to the north, there is that cold front, the line of storms moving into College Station. This is 10 p.m. Monday. So again, a late night event. Overnight, stronger thunderstorms roaring into southeast Texas. This is Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. when you might be heading to vote. Stronger thunderstorms in the forecast. That's when you really need to be weather aware, with potentially a few lingering into the morning and afternoon on Tuesday. So rest of your 10-day forecast again, it's really within the near term that we're keeping a close eye on, with thunderstorms, strong storms potentially Monday night, Tuesday for Election Day. Then the rest of the 10-day forecast here, we dry out into the end of the week after that front moves through. That front doesn't cool us down. We keep above normal temperatures headed into next weekend. And you know we'll be keeping a close eye on the tropics as that storm potentially enters the Gulf later this week, Tom.
Elyse.